Like Clark Kent, aka Superman, teachers have dual identities. We are superheroes who, rather than save the world from life-threatening people, monsters, or otherworldly creatures, we teach students during the day and plan by night. Yet, more like Clark Kent, we then move among the public as mild-mannered civilians. While we can't fly or possess super strength, for some students we can have a significant impact on their lives. There are two moments during my professional experience this year that allow me to don my cape and be Super Mr. Jorgensen. What follows are 2 episodes from my superhero origin story based on the 3 domains of a graduate graduate teacher. Learning number 1. The students first at your door are the ones that need you the most. Students first at the door for my classes were always students who had nothing complex occurring in their life. Students that didn't need saving from Super Mr. Jorgensen. One student, let's call her Allison, was at my door as soon as the bell rang for grade 8 English. Allison is bright, softly and politely spoken, and diligent. I knew she trusted me because she had asked me to show her how to tie a tie, something that you'd ask a reliable adult man. In other words, we had a strong relationship where she trusted me as a teacher. At a professional development day, I heard a mantra, the students at your door first are the ones that need you the most. Allison was at my door first every lesson. That was not a thing that I could see she needed me for. I did not think much else of this mantra until one evening when my outlook changed. At a hair and beauty showcase for school, Allison walked up behind me and said, after the pleasantries, Mr. Jorgensen, can you please call me Brandon in class from now on? This moment will stay in my mind forever. I said it was no problem, but this conversation changed my thinking. I had always thought complexity belonged to the naughty kids. I realized I was robbing students like Brandon of their own narratives. For as long as I teach, I will cherish the 5 or so minutes at the door with my students and seek to understand more about them. From this experience, I reflect and question how well I know my students and how much room I give them to be themselves. To Brandon, I'm a figure of trust, someone who needs to support their transition within the classroom, a mini society. So this experience of disequilibrium forced me to look at my classroom and ask if it was a safe place for students to enact their own narratives, a space where students felt empowered to be the self they may be hiding inside. I need to be professional but also have a human empathy for my students' internal and external struggles. Learning number 2, the League of Extraordinary English Teachers. Cleaning up the mean streets of subject English can be a tough job. Throughout my professional experience, I struggled to understand how English should look in school. My superhero mentors were always offering support and guidance, but I still felt lost. I had a vision of what proper English should look like, but those ideals were swiftly fragmented by day-to-day struggles of working in a challenging context.